Dean Keene, I am honored to announce that members of the graduating class, the faculty and staff of Chapman University, and representation from the Board of Trustees and administration are present. All are gathered here for the commencement of Wilkinson College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences at Chapman University.
Thank you, Dr. Martin. Welcome to you all. I'm Jennifer Keene, the Dean of Wilkinson College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, a college we fondly refer to as the heart and soul of Chapman University. Yeah. Our Grand Marshal today is Dr. Nancy Martin, Professor of Religious Studies, who is retiring after 29 years of service to Chapman University. Dr. Martin established a distinguished record in teaching, creative activity, and service during her long academic career at Chapman, and we wish her well in the next chapter of her life. I'd also like to recognize graduating senior Brian Molina, where is he? Who led the procession by carrying the gonfalon, the Wilkinson College flag. Brian is a Peace and Justice Studies major with a minor in psychology, with plans to pursue a career in human rights. He earned the Jerry Price Campus Leadership Award, yay Jerry, yay. The Don Will Award for Student Organizing, received department honors, and the Paul Delp Award in Peace and Justice Studies. In his time at Chapman, he worked as a resident advisor, the lead food pantry student assistant, and was a member of Model United Nations, among many other contributions to our college and university. Thank you, Brian. I would now ask the graduates to remain standing and everybody else to stand and face the flag as we listen to our national anthem, and to remain standing for the invocation offered by Reverend Nancy Brink, Executive Director of the Fish Interfaith Center.
Let us join our hearts as we center ourselves in gratitude for the opportunity of a liberal arts education and the foundational values that it inspires: intellectual curiosity, moral discernment, lives of service. For inspiring faculty who have mentored and challenged and opened doors of intellectual curiosity. For the paths opening before these graduates in ways they can scarcely imagine. Bless these graduates and fill their lives with opportunity, community, and wisdom. Gratefully now, we welcome this time of great celebration. You may be seated.
So today we gather to celebrate a major milestone in your life, your graduation from Chapman University. No doubt you've used your time in college to make lifelong friends, find mentors, and gain some independence from your parents. You've pursued various fields of study in pursuit of a satisfying and lucrative career. Perhaps you've asked some essential questions about the world in which you live as a student and the world you will now enter as a college graduate. How did we get here? Who are we? And where are we going? Cultural historian Thomas Berry posits that as a society, we are in between stories. The old stories that organize Western perceptions of the world and our nation, colonialism, ableism, white supremacy, manifest destiny, survival of the fittest, among many other outdated narratives, ring hollow, even if the echoes of those stories remain. We now face the challenge of writing new stories. Sociologist Rua Benjamin asserts, new stories that push the limits of our imagination of what we believe or are told is possible. Many things that people say cannot be done either have not been tried or the experiment is abandoned too quickly, or perhaps we've been looking in the wrong place for inspiration. During the pandemic, Rua Benjamin started a bee farm with her family and soon applied her sociological training to observing how her community of honeybees cooperated to create a livable ecosystem where all played a part and all shared in the rewards. She writes, quote, "Not only do bees teach us that collaboration is how we survive, that decision-making should be collective, that we each have a part to play in creating a livable ecosystem, but also that we don't have to choose between working hard and creating beautiful, sweet things." Now, the fictional character Ted Lasso, maybe you've heard of him, on the Apple TV show of the same name, often urged a player on his soccer team who was struggling with self-confidence to, quote, "be a goldfish," because goldfish supposedly only have 10-second memories. And he dispensed this advice to urge his players to move past mistakes so they could perform up to their potential in the present. And there is definitely some value in this advice for all of us. But between us, I find Rua Benjamin's suggestion to be a honeybee, or accurately to be visionary, pun intended, a more inspiring way to imagine what is possible for our future collectively and individually. And today, the day that you graduate from Chapman University, marks a moment in your life when you are also in between stories. The ending of the story of your childhood and your story as an undergraduate, and in between time as you imagine how you'll write the next story of your life. But before you rush off, take some time to acknowledge, find, and thank a mentor or role model in your past or present who helped you write your story of higher education. It might be a parent, a professor, a coach, a friend, a teammate, a boss, a coworker. I could keep going, but you understand my meaning. None of us get where we're going by ourselves, and honestly, you may not even really know who this person is yet. You may not realize the true impact of mentorship or inspiration you received from another until sometime in the future. And when you remember them and what they gave you, I urge you to take the time to reach out and let them know. In this way, you will build and acknowledge the human connections that weave together the chapters of your life to create your life story. But I'll bet you do know at least one group you want to thank, 2 groups you want to thank, 3 groups you want to thank, your faculty, your friends, and your parents, or members of your family who are present. So class of 2024, stand up and turn around and give them a round of applause. All right, you can sit down now. So class of 2024, your accomplishments, your resilience, your perseverance, and compassion give me faith that you're up to the challenges that are going to come your way in your personal life and the challenges that are definitely in front of us for our society and world. If you need any proof or reassurance that your generation is up to the task, our amazing student commencement speaker will put any doubts you have to rest. Roxanne Aguilera is the winner of the student, yes, is the winner of the Student Commencement Speaker Contest run by the Wilkinson College Student Advisory and Leadership Council. And this spring, the council collected nominations, selected finalists, and ultimately chose Roxanne as the winner. Excuse me. Roxanne grew up in Santa Ana and graduates with a double major in political science and sociology and minors in economics and honors. As an undergraduate, she enrolled in an accelerated program that allows students to begin taking graduate-level courses their senior year towards completion of a Master of Arts in International Studies. And she plans to complete this degree next year and then attend law school. Roxanne, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Dean Keene. My parents didn't know I was doing this, so they're surprised. It's truly a privilege and honor to welcome you all on such a momentous day as we recognize the graduates for their remarkable achievements, steadfast dedication throughout their academic journey here within Wilkinson College, truly the heart and soul of Chapman University. I'm filled with so much pride and honor to say to my fellow graduates of the class of 2024, congratulations. Four years ago, when I started college, my dad told me, please stand on my shoulders and reach farther than I ever have. Over the past 4 years, these words are the words that have quietly guided me and grounded me. I'm both a first-generation American and college student, a daughter of two incredible parents who selflessly immigrated to this country from Mexico, granting me a privilege that few in my family will ever get to experience, forfeiting their own personal advancements so my siblings and I can flourish. It is through their sacrifices that I have learned the virtues of patience, kindness, curiosity, and humility as they persevered in a world that wasn't always so welcoming to them. As a child, my dad sold flowers on street corners out of necessity to provide for his family, bearing a responsibility no child should hold, but he did. Meanwhile, my mom finished high school, patiently translating every word of her curriculum from English to Spanish by hand, eager to understand, eager to learn, and she never gave up. Every story my parents told me of their early days in America were lessons gifted to me that quietly shaped the essence of the person I am today. Every story stemming from a risk. This graduating class is filled with immeasurable ambition, but as I learned, that means nothing unless we are willing to take risks. And although that is scary, we must remember it's when we venture out of our comfort zones where risk flourish into growth. Nothing good in this world has ever come out of complacency, and nothing has ever been accomplished through comfortability. This tenacious pursuit of breaking your own boundaries and overcoming feeling overwhelmingly defeated can be summarized by one of my earlier memories, dare I say a canon event. But I can vividly recall doing homework at the kitchen table as a kid, whining to my mom in frustration, "This is too hard. I can't do it." And she would respond the same way every time. "Nothing is ever too hard, Roxy. Maybe it's a bit challenging right now, but don't say anything is too hard that you can't do it." I didn't understand it at the time, but through these seemingly insignificant moments of my own frustration, my mom taught me how to reframe my self-imposed limitations into a simple test of my abilities. And I could apply that to the current approach of the current state of our world that has truly tested our abilities. We have not gotten a break as we continuously face seemingly insurmountable challenges. Our class is truly like no other. We had to rely on the support of one another to just get through day after day of another life-changing world event. And it is possible that we will never get a break. But we will continue facing this tumultuous world stronger because we have experience. We have learned during our time at Chapman that we are strong enough to create a community and advocate for change as we see Wilkinson students organizing protests advocating for their beliefs, and using their voices and skills for change. It is our responsibility as humans to take the next generation farther and leave the world a little bit of a better place than what we were given. This is a reminder that transcends individual pursuits and encourages us to embrace the beautiful responsibility of being human, as echoed by the inscription on Ardros Forum's bust of Albert Schweitzer that reads, "Search and see whether there is not some place you may invest your humanity." The Wilkinson College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences has encouraged us to curiously inquire where we may invest our humanity, while providing us with the repertoire of skills to explore new heights of our education as we stand on the platforms created by those who came before us. Wilkinson empowers new students to reach similar heights, illuminating the boundaries broken, the norms challenged, the fights for justice, and transformative research as my peers continue finding a way to raise the bar, inspiring those around them and those that are to come, ultimately catalyzing a paradigm shift that redefines the impossible as possible and transform the unimaginable into a tangible reality. And that's pretty impressive. In front of me are intellectuals and academics. We are future lawyers, historians, politicians, journalists, authors, peacemakers, human rights advocates, philosophers, intercultural communicators, theologians. We are change makers. And it is often that we may have felt like our sacrifices were done in vain. But I encourage you to reflect on how much you had to overcome to be here, and yet how far you have come. Further, I encourage you to reflect on how far you have yet to go. These seemingly insurmountable challenges we overcame were anything but easy. I commend each and every one of you for finding the strength to not only complete your education, but to thrive. Chapman has allowed me personally to see farther than I ever could 4 years ago, opening my horizons of opportunities people from my community don't get often, opportunities my parents will only get through vicarious experience, opportunities that I hope will have made my grandparents' and predecessors' efforts well worth it. So please, take the lessons gained from the past years through Wilkinson at Chapman University and continue uplifting one another. Continue to redefine the boundaries, challenge those norms, advocate, create, inspire, never stop being curious, and never forget our responsibility to selflessly raise the next generation so that they can reach farther than we ever have. Wilkinson, class of 2024, it is my privilege and honor to say, congratulations, we did it.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much for that inspiring speech. It's now my privilege to introduce the Provost and Chief Academic Officer of Chapman University, Dr. Norma Bouchard.
Thank you, Dean Keene. I'm simply thrilled to confer on these distinguished graduates the Chapman degrees they worked so hard to earn. In the more than 160-year history of Chapman University, perhaps no class has ever been better prepared to meet the challenges and opportunities before them. Many of you have received distinguished honors. Others are the first in your family to earn a university degree. All have had success through incredibly challenging times, including many, or perhaps most, of you not even having an in-person high school graduation. I congratulate each of you, as I do everyone who supported you along the way. I look forward to witnessing your future success as your spirit of curiosity and desire to make an impact drive your achievements in your communities around and across the globe. No matter where you go, you can take all that you have experienced and learned from with you. Of course, we hope that you will return often to reconnect with us as cherished members of the Chapman family. You are always welcome here. We shall now proceed with the presentation of candidates for degrees. Each candidate has been approved by the faculty and the Board of Trustees to receive the degrees indicated in the program and on their diploma, subject, of course, to the completion of all requirements.
What does it mean to be a Chapman graduate? You are now part of a global community that is over 50,000 members strong. Chapman alumni are industry leaders, innovators, and world changers who rise to new challenges and opportunities to make an impact. Our alumni are ethical global citizens who are committed to serving the greater good, who look out for fellow alumni, cheer each other on, and when opportunities come along, always think Chapman first. As part of the Chapman alumni community, you'll stay in touch with the people who matter to you, like your former classmates and the faculty who guided your education. And you'll also expand your horizons through the Panther Network as you connect with fellow alumni across the globe. It's much more than a network. These are powerful connections that last a lifetime. Together, you play a vital role at Chapman both on and off campus. From volunteerism and mentorship to attending events and recruiting future Panthers, alumni are the ambassadors of the Chapman experience who inspire each other and the next generation of the Chapman family. Wherever you go, wherever life leads you, you can count on the support of your Chapman alumni community because once a Panther, always a Panther.
Bachelor of Arts, Shant Manukian. Princess Anissa Yasmin Trujillo Guerrero. Madison Vivona. Marco A.B. Duke. Ruben Lopez Apodaca. Garrett Andrew Quadros. Emma Elizabeth Brandel. Alejandra Lemus. Samantha Henley Cottle. Kelly Erin Ross. Brian Jose Molina. Cassandra Viene Garate. Julia Kelly. Shelby Viridiana Valadez. Maha Ishaq. Emmy K. Thomas. Colette Marie Victorino. Skylar Doyle Ortega. Jessica Minji Kim. Eliana Gabrielle Nava. Lucia Eleanor Beatty. Nathaniel De Lorenzo Espinoza. Ryan Travell Williams. Summer Sophia Tea Lake. Liana Lucia Colanino. Lena Khan. Sabrina Sumaya Leib. Alyssa Akari Kimura. Kara Ellen Hunter. Roxanne Isabel Aguilera. Alicia Kaur Nijar. Mackenzie Kruger. Alexa Marie Jameson. Isabella Maria Melendez. Bernadine Perez Cortina. Jose Piado. Dakota Malachi Holm. Elijah Alexander Clark. Mateo Tomas Guerrero. Maximiliano Terrell. Caleb Alexander Ricky Lackholt. Avery Grace Davidson. Amanda Elizabeth Weaver. Riley Sarah Ann Sano Judy. Brian Guevara. Ryan Lee Klein. Devin Jeffrey Siegel. Jason Zhang. Rose Emmeline Steele. Lucy Ryan Johns Preston. Leslie Yoselin Perez Villa Gomez. Jasmine Lopez. AZ Portillo. Natalia Trejo. Emily Elizabeth Dinan. Rachel Celia Gregoire. Lauren Catherine Moyle. Caitlin Danielle Pasillas. Caitlin Elizabeth Meinert. Victoria Pearl Moore. Italy Giselle Perez Cruz. Mariana Juarez. Zeta Marie Whiting. Jordan Lenaala Stinnett. Isabella Stoddart. Kimberly Janine Gomez. Emily Velos. Olivia Ryan Anderson. Abby Lures. Taylor Granger. Sweet Lou Mason Grace Mader Dock. Renee Elefante. Aiden Kenneth Thompson. Eunice Kim. Sebastian Georg Sforts. Julian James Deck. Fabian Alexander Bautista Jr. Maya Elizabeth Kogan. Mary R. Heichman. Natasha Elizabeth Ryan. Isabel Garcia Ward. Olivia Parker Mattis. Isabella Marie Burkhofer. Susanna Rowe. Vanessa Ruiz Munoz. Tegan Rosso. John Walker Finnegan. Ren Taylor. Ryan Cassidy Warmerdam. Melissa Ann Glover. Afia Siddiqa Yamani. Ariel Edith Amador. Salvador Gutierrez IV. Jordan Isaac Rosenberg. Evelyn Marie Laurie. Gustavo Alonso Vasquez. Declan Frank Coakley. Jacob Maxwell Adler. Alana Joanne McKinnon. Michael Thomas Rickey. Ethan Mayer Oppenheim. Elise McIntyre Crimmins. Catherine Helena Haid. Vanessa Pla. Francesca Sophia Hill. Madeline Trudy Ann Sabatier. Emily Erin Haskell. Shay Foresti. Stephanie Perez Giles. Diosca Miranda. Cesar Ala Abed. Grace Roberta Richmond. Jordan Nicole Robbins. Lucas Bubenheim. Megan Shelby Gomez. Angela Susana Garcia. Denise Alexandra Palominos. Juhi Sanjay Doshi. Cyril Hirsch Kobe. Haley Sky Marin. Katarina Rose Wagner. Ava Mary Formica. Leah Nalani Hernandez. Zohal Nurzia Nurzei. Trinity Huynh. Talar Kazanjian. Rolando Lorenzo Sanabria. Gaurav Satya Chintamnidi. Daniel Lopez Lopez. Sean Wang. Kelly Ariel Taylor. Catherine Victoria Silva. Caroline Grinstead. Sydney Lynn Scott. Tatum Nicole Folger. Kiana Lindsay Kalahele. Taylor Bell Michael. Bachelor of Fine Arts, Emma Catherine Breen. Phoebe Lucille Johnson. Kylie Morgan Leong. Anna Coogan. Jillian Jang. Ryan Doherty. Alexandra Teets. Bridget Grace Counds. Liliana Suzanne McGuire. Sasha Carter. Tina Ho Quinn. Carissa Michelle Buckley. Quinn I. Zakahi. Lisa Hisamura. Jillian Mai Warren. Sonia Ravenkar. Abby Simanjuntak. Claire Nicole Guardi. Hannah Marita Lardner. Freddie Molenda. Ariana Patterson. Vincent M. Van Eichlen. Georgina Burton. Ian Thomas McCambridge. Olivia Alexandra Bruin. Catherine Casertano Carter. Maya Manoni. Olivia Grace Talevi. Isabella M. DeFeo. Joelle Esther Cho. Kylie Leigh Welch. Jason Keith Dillon. Sophie Allison Gutman. Una Beckett Clark. Sophia Elizabeth Teft. Tau V. Nok Bui. Mia Catherine Dwyer Kim. Marin Elizabeth Pomeroy. Maya Mills. Anna Laurel Ledbetter. Lily Tucker Mean. Brett Kevin Romhanye. Sierra Lynn Runnels. Hannah Marie Emerson. Sydney Ariel Brewster. Caitlin Ray Peterson. Kendra Elizabeth Jabs. Willow Jamie Tyler. Lily Ann Lieberman. Jade Hazel McDonald. Samuel James Wilson. Joey May Revelation Silvers. Sophia Marina Casares. Megan Charles. Darren Madeline Schwimmer. Zoe Ray Calamar. Kari Lean. Claire Jacqueline Anino. Georgia Nicole Sims. Charity Grace Griffin. Allison Constance Major. Susan Elizabeth Harding. Emily Susanna Menjivar. Kira Lee Deere. Leah Juliana Butler. Isabella Madeline Chan. Kelsey Cheyenne Callahan. Sloan Loggins Watson. Blake Everett Fuller. Nicholas Richard Bryevich. Corey Anthony Faison Jr. Carolyn Grace Marie Holt. Master of Arts, Sophia Sokozlian. Eileen Kelly Pierce. Kristen Venegas. Sarah Annabella Turner. Miranda Corrine Roberts. Captain Gary Braden Mercer. Katerina Lynn Ludwig. Grayson R. Jones. Maggie Quiroz Reles. Elena Beltran. Stephanie Santiago. Allison Brooke Flame. Socrates, Obolo Lua, Obubetukwu, Umbamalu. Sawyer Ann Kelly. Master of Fine Arts. No, Master of Arts. Master of Fine Arts Joint Program. Matthew Joseph Limas. Emily Maureen Velasquez. Sarah Nicole Johnson. Master of Fine Arts, Nicole Michelle Cook. Diego Jack Enrique Garcia. Yuya Hattori. Tlotlo Pearl Samase. Anthony Michael Allegretti. Casey Lee Gambrell. Bailey Nicole Powell. Hannah Kweku Chere.
At Chapman, we know that inspiration can come from everywhere. It comes from the countless professors you meet whose teaching and research transcend disciplinary boundaries and push the limits of knowledge and innovation. It comes from exceptional students who are national champions, model UN finalists, film festival winners, advocates, artists, scientists, creators, and classmates who expand your thinking as you introduce new ideas to theirs. It comes from a breathtaking performance, working through a group project, that one-on-one time with a professor who took the time to help you get it. It comes from meeting people with entirely different experiences and perspectives, and forging connections that challenge how you see the world. It comes from your history, your family, your community, your curiosity, and your dreams. At Chapman, inspiration thrives in a campus community that pulses with indescribable energy and an intellectual, creative, and social vibrance. A community that embraces you in a feeling of belonging while giving you the inspiration you need to do more. an academic community that brings a personalized approach to learning, focused on pushing your limits while surrounding you with the support you need to take risks, knowing that if you fall, we've got you. All while connecting you to a worldwide network of Chapman family members eager to welcome you in so you can shatter conventions and rise to the challenges of a changing world. We call it the Chapman Experience. And in that experience, you'll find what drives you forward. Because here, you'll be immersed in the joy that comes with discovery and the thrill of your curiosity driving your experience. Here you'll be challenged not to repeat what's known, but to define what can be. For the world, for your community, for yourself. Driven by curiosity. Inspired by Chapman.
All right. Well, congratulations once again to the class of 2024. You've made your parents, your faculty, and Chapman proud. And now it's time to celebrate.
This concludes the commencement exercise at Chapman University. Please remain in your seats until the Grand Marshal, platform party, faculty, and students have exited the field. Thank you.